What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. So, it looks like Shedeur Sanders, the general manager, and his head coach spoke out about the quarterback battle as of day 2. These guys have a day 2 training camp. Practice literally within a few minutes. I have the video clips of this. We're going to talk about that in this video. So, let's get to it.
Yeah, the city I go, from Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info.
Once again, as I said before, we are about 10 minutes away from Shedeur Sanders getting on the football field for his second NFL training camp competition. His head coach and general manager, Andrew Berry, along with Kevin Stefanski, all spoke out giving us a late update regarding these quarterbacks. I have video clips in this video. Shout out to the Cleveland Browns. So, let's keep this train rolling.
Andrew, I wanted to ask you about your two PUP guys in Whitehall and Deshaun. Can you give us an update on when you think those guys might be ready to roll?
So I tried to do this well last year, and I was so wrong in terms of what I told you guys that I'm sorry this year I'm going the day-to-day route. Like, I just like, yes, we have an idea in terms of when we think they may hit the field. I have just learned by just being so wrong on that with the tackles last year that I'm gonna go the GM speak day to day, and we'll see how they go.
So just to follow up on that, so you put JOK on the season-ending pup.
Correct.
So does this mean that you have hope that Deshaun will be contribute to you this sometime on the field?
Jeff, I'd say like we're dealing with Deshaun and Mike on a day-to-day basis. JOK's admittedly just like it's just a unique situation, you know, with his injury. So that's a lot different than the other PUP guys. Daniel?
No, I was just gonna ask about Deshaun as well. I mean, I was gonna say, like, you know, in the initial statement, you guys said he's gonna miss most of the season. So if that hasn't changed, like, how likely is it? How feasible is it that he really can't play this season?
We'll see day to day.
Last one, Chris.
Andrew, you said there's a possibility of keeping all four. 2 years ago, you were in a position where you traded away a veteran, and then what transpired, and it kind of put you in a bind where you were forced to play a young guy. If you're in kind of the same spot, how much does that, you know, what you went through in 23 kind of
inform 25? Yeah, it's a good question, Chris. I think the main difference in that year is we were at 3. So I think I've said multiple times on the record that as long as we have 3 quarterbacks that we think are 53-man worthy, we'd like to keep 3. That was a situation where we felt like the opportunity, again, kind of wrestling with a little bit the short term versus the long term, was too good to pass up. Was too good to pass up in 2023, and we were able to manage it and obviously, you know, make the playoffs and everything. But you know, that's maybe a little bit different than where we sit today. If like we're in a situation and, you know, we receive some trade offer for one of the guys and, you know, we're sitting with 4 guys on the active roster, that might be a different set of conversations and considerations than if we were having 3 planned until literally like the last week of the preseason.
Kevin, after Shedeur had those speeding tickets, did you talk to him personally, and what's your message?
I did. Obviously, I'll keep that message between Shedeur and myself, but I will tell you, he knows this, and all of our rookies know this. They need to make sure that they're being safe, and that can be whether they're behind the wheel of a car or they're in and around town. They need to make really good decisions so that they're safe.
Kevin, with the quarterbacks, any worry or discussion at all about not letting the competition interfere with their day-to-day?
I've talked to our guys, competing for a starting role is not new to football, not new to the quarterback position. That's just part of what we're doing. And that's not the only position where guys are competing for a job. I know that with the number of guys, I know that's the part that's unique, but they're all wired the right way. They know to keep the main thing the main thing.
The primary factor. You have just heard the general manager and head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Andrew Berry, discuss the quarterback situation. In essence, Andrew Berry said that if that were the case, they would be willing to consider dealing one of the 4 quarterbacks. In contrast, he was compelled to play as a young rookie in 2023. Additionally, you heard Kevin Stefanski talk about these guys' constant competition. Guys, it's only day 2. We are aware of that 1000%. The question regarding Shedeur Sanders' speeding ticket bothers me. That's the end of that. Why do they still ask this question? However, I already know that they want to keep spreading the unfavorable story about Shedeur Sanders, as do you people. However, I will conclude this video by saying that Shedeur Sanders is in charge of his fate. Game tape cannot be concealed. Preseason games and the like cannot be concealed. You perform well, you put up good stats, and I promise you that everyone will support you in getting the Cleveland Browns to make the proper choice. As you prepare for Shedeur Sanders' second training camp day, you can share your thoughts in the comments section. Turn on the post notification bell, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. In this manner, whenever I post a video, you can all view it immediately. Peace until the next time.